Doctor of Physical Therapy at Spirit Winds. Today I'm going to talk to you about chair ergonomics. More and more people are being forced to work from home, and it's very important that they either have an excellent chair to be able to sit in while they're on their computer, or that they know how to modify their chair so that it's not going to cause pain to the hips and low back. My chair is absolutely not ideal. So I'm going to use it as an example of how I can make it better than what it currently is. The first thing I want you to think about is low back support, lumbar support, which means if I sit here and I slouch like this, even if this chair were filled in, I would have empty space between my low back and the chair itself. So you can grab a sweatshirt or a lumbar pillow or anything that would fill that space. I'm going to put an actual pillow right there, and then I'm going to put my butt back as far as it can go into the crease and then sit up. Ideally, I'm going to have a chair that comes up a little higher, right to the bottom of my shoulder blade so that my arms can still move, but my back is better supported. But with what I have, this is as good as I can get the lumbar support. The next thing when seated for long periods of time is to check in on your hips. If your hips are rotated, I want you to notice that and adjust them accordingly. So if I feel that my right hip is forward more than my left, to fix that, I'm going to lean my weight onto my left, slide my right buttock back, and then reassess. I always want to be square facing what I'm working on and not working to the side as I am to look at this camera. The next section to think about after making sure you're not rotated is the level. You can see right now how my knees are more elevated than my hips. If anyone suffers from sciatica, this is going to increase those symptoms. So a simple solution is to raise your bottom so that your hips are above your knees. I'm going to put this couch pillow right here. Maybe two, because I'm pretty tall. Then I'm going to sit back again. And now you can see how it slopes down from my knees. This takes pressure away from the hips, makes my low back feel better. So the first step is to make sure you sit all the way back in your seat. The second step is to make sure that you have the lumbar support so that there's no empty space. The third step is to make sure that you're not rotated. The fourth step is to make sure that your knees are slightly lower than your hips. That's how you set up a proper chair for working. Aside from that, you want to make sure you're close enough to your workstation, to your computer, so that you don't have to reach the keyboard. You want to be able to keep your shoulders back like this. Ideally, my feet are under the table, my shoulders are relaxed, my elbows are bent to about 90 degrees, my forearms are on the table, and my wrists are the only things doing work to type on my computer. My screen, ideally, wants to be the center of the screen, directly in line with my eyes, about 30 inches away.